Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Wednesday morning, and we were up late last night at class.
It was a super fun class.
It was a great class. I really enjoyed it, and I love the technique. So it was just a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was so fun seeing everybody had the exact same materials, but nobody's looked the same.
No, everybody's was different. And I did it virtual, which I'd never done before. So that was kind of fun too.
Yeah.
And it was just such a fun class, you know.
It was fun watching. I partially
Do you have one around here?
They're all right there. It was I didn't sew with everybody last night, and I probably could have.
You were very entertaining.
I tried to keep everybody entertained in between. We talked puppy dog, and we talked other patterns and things that you could do with the with those fabrics and how in that technique and how you could use all that. So we did collage applique, and we made a cute little Valentine guy. And so this is the non-embroidered version. So you would use your sewing machine to do the quilting after you have all of the pieces in place. So lots of drawing and filling in, a lot more tracing shapes, where in the embroidery you don't have to do that. The machine does that part for you. That was my border pretend.
That was your brilliant.
And then this is the embroidery version, which was all done in the hoop, more like what you would do for standard applique in the hoop. You just were using multiple fabrics. So it was a lot of fun to see everybody's different, even their take on it, like how they approached different stuff.
Yes.
I had a young lady here last night, and she used really big pieces. So she covered her spaces much faster.
I admit I used kind of big pieces.
And it makes a difference if you're fussy cutting really tiny things versus going really big. And she was out of here before 8 o'clock. She was done. She was like, okay, guys, I gotta go. Gotta go. She booked it. She had her puppy dog with her, which we brought we brought the puppy in. So yes, it was very fun. But this was the inspiration for the class, which is actually Kimber Bell's punch needle. I've been staring at it across the front counter. And I was like, that would be so cute as.
Oh yeah. Your mom made this, right?
My mom made this one. Yes. Thanks, Mom. And
she's very helpful.
Yeah. she is always very helpful. And she's signed in this morning. So hi, Mom. And hi, Jen. Nice to see you.
Hello.
Sorta. And yeah, so it was a really fun night, but it was a late night by the time I got home and picked up dinner.
Oh, I'm sure it was a late night. I signed off at 8.
Ooh, yeah.
Because my puppy was like, I need you now.
Yeah. They do that, don't they?
They do.
But it was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Thanks for everybody that joined us. It was a good time. And hopefully we'll have a lot more fun classes coming forward. So speaking of.
And also shout out to Lisa. She drew this on canvas. So
I did. I created it, and then I created the embroidery design.
And it was kind of fun to do a collage technique, like a layering technique. Something I'd never seen before in embroidery, where you're layering fabrics.
Yeah,
like that.
I did it. I think I figured out it was like 21, the year that I did it the last time.
Oh, okay.
And that sewing machine, which is on there, you can look at it.
I looked at that. Yeah.
And
yes.
But so I did this type of thing years ago, but it was a much easier pattern than what we ended up with last night. We had much smaller spaces this time around. So it was a little bit more involved this time, but it was so much fun.
And it was just cut your fabric however you want.
It literally was. Yeah. And some people did curvy lines. Some people did small pieces. A lot of the ladies here actually were like, they'd fold it and they'd cut a heart. So they had heart shapes. It was super cute.
That's super cute.
And that's what is so fun is when you're in a class, that creativity of other people, and then it inspires you and you're like, oh, I could do this. And that's why I love in-store classes. I mean, I'm so happy to do the virtual. Don't get me wrong, but I don't get this.
That's why I think I'm an in-store only teacher.
Yeah, it's just so hard to see what people are doing, and and I'm like, oh, good, hold it up. Let me pin you to the screen so I was like, wait. But it was a good time.
It was a really good class.
And we got ideas off each other as we were going.
Always.
I came up with the red thread. I didn't come up with that on my own when I was doing it.
Yeah, I did mine in red.
But you were the first one that did that. So we, instead of stitching with the light thread on the outside, that final XO we did with red thread, and it really made those letters pop off.
Yeah.
Which was the only thing I didn't like was the blendy. for me. I wanted
Oh,
those.
yeah,
I wanted those to
a
pop
little
off,
more.
and they popped a lot more on the sewing version because I had made some other adaptions. But of
Mhm.
course, I didn't stitch with thread around anything on the sewing
Oh, that's
version.
true,
It
'cause
was
you
just
don't.
fused down.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. So thanks to everybody that joined us, and hopefully you don't miss out on the next time we have a fun class. If you are interested in that and you just missed it, I do still have some kits left. So I will redo the listing so it's just kit, not class.
Oh, okay.
And that'll get put up hopefully by the end of today, but you never know how today goes, but soon.
But soon.
So if you would like a kit, we do still have some kits.
I think things are slowly getting online more and more and more and more.
We're
Yeah,
doing
it's
pretty
really
well.
going great.
Ronnie's doing really great. He's very
Ronnie.
fast,
He's
and he's making very cool looking artwork to go with things.
so a big shout out to him with my classes coming up.
Did you like the?
That was unbelievable. His posting was like, wow, my bags look so nice. It really, and
that's what the one that he did for that was so cute.
It was so cute.
He's really doing a great job, and he graduated from Eastern in December with I think it's fashion merchandising is what he has. So he had a lot of marketing classes in addition to fashion sewing and different things like that. It was cute. He took a quilting class.
Oh,
he had
was
never
so
quilted,
excited.
And it was just so cute to listen to him talk. And he was like, and then he watched somebody else in a class do something, and he's like, no, honey, let me help you.
Yeah, I know. He kept telling me, I'm helping everybody.
He was helping everybody else. It was great. So I'm thoroughly enjoying all of the things he's coming up with, and he's doing a great job. So the visuals are very good right now.
Oh my gosh.
They're really good.
He was showing, I was here the day he was starting to work on it, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me see if I can
you have to
click the right button. I have a share screen here.
Oh,
so that is our website page for the Take a Stand class, which is the first one coming up.
The first one.
And I'll switch back, but I just wanted you to see. So look at that cute.
Look at his cute graphics.
That is a great graphic. He just did such a great job. It's so cute. It's eye-catching and so much fun. Good morning, Miss Roxanne. Thanks for joining. So anyway, I just wanted to pop over and show you guys where it's at on the website. I did put the links both in the email last night and in the comments this morning. So the links for your classes are right there, or you could follow back up with the email and click on there. There's not a ton of spaces in class.
It is. We
do have to
limit it.
We did have to limit it based on materials. So if you want in, get in quick, because I think they're going to go fast.
Even based upon it, there's a lot of, it looks like a simple bag.
Here, you can talk. I will Vanna.
She will Vanna. It's such a nice bag. And this is the year I was going to bring embroidery into the bags. So I really planned ahead. So I came in and nice Lisa said, oh, I know what you need. And we have embroidery. I embroidered on the pockets. You will get the embroidery.
There's the zipper here. This is the full pocket on both sides. And there is that embroidery, which you can't see as well on here because we kind of match the colors a little bit. They're not quite as pop out as they are on the white.
Here's the other one.
So we've got the sewing
scissors
with the pretty little flowers in there, and then just the simple threads, because of course the idea is that you're going to put in sewing materials.
I really find my students want to make bags that they can take to classes and say to other people, I made this.
At the retreat, that was like the first hour when we got there, everybody was like, oh, I like this. Where did that come from?
Show and
I
tell.
made it. Well, what pattern? Can you share what pattern it was? So it was so cute. So these, the idea behind these two classes are to do some sewing themed, but you don't have to. Well, you could be anything else too. It could be, your knitting, your yarns would fit really nicely in here. You've got pockets. You could put your hooks and your tools. So it can be versatile. It doesn't have to be sewing. But
open up the inside again.
Yeah. So
based upon a little feedback from my students, we all decided we didn't like the mesh
in the pockets because things got caught in them.
Yeah, they just don't look as professional. So we did switch that. I did switch that to fabric, and it was
I'm just adding a camera so I
Oh,
can
okay.
pull this one up
Oh,
and
gotcha.
zoom in on some things.
So it's a little, so I wanted to take the mesh out.
Mhm.
This is a little bit of an older pattern for my Annie. It's a 2018. So I have been home rewriting cutting diagrams and labels because it's a 2-color bag. This is a lightweight canvas. So it's going to hold up a little better when you pack it full. And again, the pocket will cover the whole front. I did do just a sewing diagonal diamond on it because it was a smaller bag. Lisa did send me a really cool embroidery, but it was just not going to be seen.
It's too much. You weren't going to see
Yeah,
the
you weren't going
pattern.
to see it.
Yeah.
So I stuck with my diamonds. You don't have to do your pockets this way. We'll talk a lot about pockets in class, but your kit is going to include everything.
The embroidery patterns,
Embroidery
the
patterns,
sewing pattern itself for the bag,
sewing pattern,
all the hardware,
yep,
all the materials, the
Mhm.
stabilizers, the foams, the everything that you need to make
hardware,
the entire
zippers.
thing.
I spent a lot of time working on kit.
And it includes Jan.
It includes Jan hints.
So, somebody that's made the bag before, it's hugely different than somebody that's sitting down and just
Oh,
making off the
absolutely.
pattern.
Yeah.
And to say I get a kick out of it is not the right thing, but I am always amazed when you come in with your pattern, it's covered with writing
Oh, yeah, right all
everywhere.
over my patterns.
So if she has a thought while she's making it, she's writing it
Mhm.
down. Well, this would be better if I did this, and making adjustments. And then
Oh,
you
yeah.
do those adjustments and you guys get the benefit of her having made the bag. How many times have you made this?
I think 7.
So by the 7th time,
Yeah.
one, you don't really have to stare at your pattern necessarily.
No.
You have an idea of what's coming next, even without reading the pattern, which is always helpful for an instructor because you can,
Absolutely.
when everybody's at a different stage, because that happens.
You have to
You
have it
have-
memorized.
You have to know what
Yeah.
you're doing, and having done that so many times,
Yes.
she can walk up to every individual person, and no matter where you're at. So
I
if
know
you're
where you
slower,
are. Yeah.
if you're fast, it doesn't matter. She can help you individually. And with that small group, it's also very
It's very helpful.
to have that grouping. I think this fabric is just
It's
tons
darling.
of fun. It's called washi tape. I don't know if you guys all know what washi tape is. But good morning, Dagmar. But the little strips of decorative tapes that are all over the place
Mhm.
are the fun.
They're just
right.
really fun.
So, and then on the insides, we have just decorative pieces here, and it's just fun. We have the whole line. We are using all of the canvas
Oh,
for our
absolutely.
kits.
Yes.
So I do have coordinating fabrics and things like that
Correct.
as well. But the actual,
First time I've made it out of canvas.
yeah, but it was lightweight. It wasn't crazy
No,
heavy.
no, this
so
is
that
not that duck canvas in your backyard on the cushions. This is very lightweight, very nice to work with. I also, since I've made it so many times, I've changed some of the cuttings so they're a little wider, a little easier to work with. This is a little bit, show this corner, the corners. It's a little tight going around those corners, but as usual, I have so many Jan hints up my sleeve. Your corners will look as nice as mine.
So these are bound.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's all bound. Everything is bound, and it looks professional. Every time I take my bags to classes, everybody's like, "Where'd you get those?" And I'm like, "Oh, these are by Annie patterns. I made
handmade. Yeah.
these." And I made the larger one for my sister-in-law. She just loved it.
And I actually, the simplicity of even just the extra pull on the zipper,
Mhm.
so that you
Yeah.
can pull back, and even it's those little
The
things.
little things,
But this is a great bag. You can put so much in this bag. I'm turning it this way so you can see the spools
including
this
your
time.
lunch. I generally have my lunch in
Including
mine.
your lunch.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So this class is coming up. My calendar is actually buried
It
underneath.
should be on the pull the posting
Let
up,
me do that again. Let's go with.
because that I don't have memorized. It's so funny.
What
I
was
can
this
memorize
one?
the pattern, but the dates.
Nope, not that one.
There it is.
That one.
You can scroll down.
There's so many. No, hang on.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Let's see does it change here? It did change here. Okay, I wasn't sure if it
That's
was
all
gonna.
right.
When I clicked share screen, I wasn't sure if it just like took a screenshot or if it actually was sharing the actual screen. So these are additional pictures, which again are great. So if you notice,
Look
that
at
one
them.
has the blue cover.
It has this over
It's because it has the second class.
the
They
companion.
they coordinate. So
Mhm.
they do go together in there. So we are coming up. I cannot read that. It's like uber small.
February something.
Yeah.
Do you want your calendar?
We have February 24th from 10:30 to 3:30 and March 3rd, 10:30 to 3:30. You do need to come both times. It's not
and bring
it's
your
not
machine.
and you do need your sewing machine both
Both
times.
times.
So this is not a
It's not a cut class and assemble class.
no,
It's a
it's
a
a
sew both
working
class.
like do this and then sew it and then do this and then sew it.
Mhm.
And it's not a one or the other. You need both days
You need
to
both
complete
days.
the bag.
Yeah.
So it is a 2-day class. The total is for both classes together. So you don't have Jan LaPresto returns.
I return.
So the Take a Stand tote bag with Jan is $115. Again, it comes with everything that you need, including the pattern, so you can remake it in the future with other things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So you go home with a full pattern that is included in the kit. It's not like we're just teaching you and then you have to go buy it afterwards if you want.
no, no, no,
I've
no,
actually taken a class like that. I was super annoyed. I was like, "Excuse you?"
Yeah, I would be
It's
super
like,
annoyed.
nope, that's not going to work for me.
No.
But yeah, so it does include that pattern, just in case there's anybody at home that did not know that. So
If you've not done a buy any pattern before, I mean, I really consider this a little bit more in the beginner. It's like the one step past clam up.
yeah,
So it's no problem. We take it nice and slow. All the cutting. It's really going to be a nice class.
it will. I'm really looking
You'll be
forward to
really
it.
pleased
I'm always
with
bummed I
it.
can't take the classes. So I'm always like, but I want to do
What
that.
Michelle says too.
Yeah, I know, right? So I just wanted to pop this one up. Rebecca says these are great bags. They truly
They
are.
really are.
You know, even seeing them live like this isn't the same as feeling it and playing with it and whatnot. So we do, of course, have these here in store if you are wanting to do that before you sign up.
Absolutely.
They're here. You can sign up in store. You can sign up online, obviously, as they are.
And I'll be introducing a couple feet in the class to help with getting your zippers straight. I get that question a lot. How are your zippers so straight? I work so hard at that. No, I
Yeah.
really don't. I use the cording foot. And it makes a straight zipper.
Which you may have heard that
every
part
time.
from me before.
We've talked about that
There's
a
some
lot.
videos
Yeah.
for sure. Absolutely.
When I bought my machine
Good
from
morning,
you
Karen.
back in 20, I said, you know, I sew a lot of zippers, and you went, oh, you need this foot. And I just went, okay.
Okay.
All right.
mean, we're talking $20 plus disc. Not even
Yeah.
then, it was probably $17 plus
Probably.
your discount. So it was like $15 or
Sure.
something. She's like, okay,
Okay.
what do I need it for?
Throw it in. And then there was a video done, and I was like, oh, that's brilliant.
I literally don't do it. If my zipper can't go in using that foot, I just don't do that project.
Absolutely.
I'm not in it. I'm out.
And then I just got the jeans foot from you to help with the thicker parts.
Mhm.
And I'll demo that in class too. And I was just amazed. That just sailed
They
right
did
over.
a fantastic job with the
Yes.
feet. This past release in August
Mhm.
they did some really nice ones.
Wow.
We have some really cool stuff that came out
And
for
as
sure.
usual, I will bring all my stuff with me. Everybody can use my stuff. Nothing is a problem. You will have homework between the two classes. I have to have you go home and do all of your quilting. We'll cut.
Right. But you'll
and
get your kit at class. You
get
don't
your
pick
kit
it
at
up ahead of
class.
time.
No, no,
Everything
no.
stays here until
Yeah.
you come to class. So it's not like you get to go home and play with it.
Mm-mm,
Sorry that
mm-mm.
you
No.
can't you don't get the opportunity to mess it up. I'm
No,
sorry.
because people leave parts at home.
They do that, and also, oh well, I did everything, and then you're like, yeah,
But you didn't follow
but
my
yep.
directions.
So
Yeah.
sorry, we are going to be a little sticklers on that one. You don't get your kit until you come to class.
And that's kind of the theme of the store. The store kind of runs on that theme.
We do.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Which
if
I
you're,
love.
I do virtual classes. Obviously, I mail them out. Or if you sign up for virtual in store, like you took your kit home
Yeah, I
because you
just took
signed
it
up
home.
virtual. And so, as a perfect example, we're fusing, and you were like, "Oh, I did
Exactly.
that earlier."
I just did that earlier because
She was like, "I already did that."
I did that.
But that's the kind of thing. I mean, which of course you were
Right,
fine with. But
'cause-
those kinds of things
yeah.
happen, and sometimes our instructions, we have a different plan,
I read them.
and so that's
Yeah. And it was
yes,
steam
and
same.
I
No,
included
people-
instructions and pictures. So I mean, there were, but anyway, that's the kind of thing that unfortunately does happen, which is why we kind of hoard our kits until
Exactly.
you don't get to play early.
Some
So
people hadn't worked
sorry.
with steam before, and I've worked with that 100 times.
Yeah.
So I felt pretty comfortable.
Yeah, it's not my go-to.
No.
Only because I'm so used to what I do for standard embroidery.
Correct.
And this is not what I generally would recommend for standard embroidery in the hoop.
Absolutely. It's a little
It's
different.
very different, but it's a great product. It's just
Mhm.
a different feel, and how you use it is very different.
It's a little different, yeah. So
Yep,
I felt
so
comfortable.
Anyway,
I felt
so
comfortable
yeah,
being the
your
bag
kits will
student.
be here that day, and then she'll basically start you off with, let's cut this. Okay, we're gonna sew this,
Mhm.
and then
Yep.
that night, she'll say, here's your piece. If you want to embroider it, great. If you want to quilt it,
Great.
whatever it is that you want to do, you can do that at home, and then you'll come back and
Absolutely.
finish the bag on the second week.
Right. And you can use different thread. I'll let you know what thread I used, but you can use different thread. And I used embroidery thread to actually assemble it. I put it
Did
in
you?
the top, put it in the bottom. My machine said cool. But if you have a problem with that, then we'll just use regular sew fine thread.
Yep. So and I did get the thread that you requested. So we
Wonderful.
have that here if you would like that spool of sewing thread.
Right.
We do have that here as well. So I just wanted to, as we were talking about thread colors, this is a contrasting, so you can see the spool a little bit more against the fabrics and versus a literally
blender.
tone on tone,
Mhm.
which you can still see it. Of course, that's the quilting aspect of it,
Correct.
but it doesn't pop off. It's blendy. It's not
Mhm.
specific. Oh,
Oh,
no, escape, please.
you touched something.
I hit something with on the keyboard with my bag. Let's just move that little guy out of the way. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching people, because it's certainly a lot of fun to see everybody.
And it's a happy bag.
It's a happy bag.
Mhm.
And you said this is a little past the clam up,
It's like
but
the second clam up, but it's still in the
it's still
intro
fairly
level.
intro level.
Oh, definitely.
So
Yeah.
this is coming up the end of the month. The 24th is the first class, and then the second is the following week.
Correct.
They
And
will
we have a
both,
lunch break.
and we
always.
will take a lunch break.
Always.
There's of course the deli here. You could grab pizza, or we have a fridge which you can always store something in if you would like to do that too.
And the coffee shops here.
There's a coffee, there's there's a bakery. They have some interesting pastries and things there, and they do
Absolutely.
the coffees and that
For
kind
a
of stuff.
small little strip mall you're in, you have
We actually
some
have
good food.
we have I always get a kick out of the pot shop in between the bakery and the deli.
You know, you get
So
your
you know you can
munchies,
get
you
your
know.
you can get it all covered in one-stop shopping
one-stop
here. I tell
shopping,
you,
you know.
it just cracks me up. I'm like, okay, guys, this is
That was brilliant
it
placement.
was brilliant placement when she put the bakery next to the pot shop.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that was smart.
That
Yep,
was very
I'll give you
smart.
points on that one. All right, so I am going to pop over here and switch my screen
To the second bag.
to the second bag.
Now,
And
this bag is running with scissors.
Mhm.
And this is a Tula Pink inspired. So Tula came to Annie and said, hey, I have all these scissors. Can you make something for it? And she said, anything for you.
Right.
So this pattern is again from 18. They are a companion pattern. As you can see, they fit over each other. Again, we have the pocket that will cover.
And this is the entire,
That's an entire
it's
pocket.
a huge pocket.
Yeah, I put rollers in mine.
Beautiful.
And then flip it around. There's one on the other side. I did the same embroidery theme.
So she
And-
alternated. This time the scissors pop off
Right.
and the threads are matchy-matchy.
And same line of fabric.
Yep, it's just coordinating colors.
Little
Actu-
handle on the top.
Yeah, little handle there. So we've got a slightly different lining, but still coordinating with everything the first time around. Now check this part out.
This is great.
I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit more. And let's switch. We're gonna make this big
Make us
and
little.
us little
So
and half our heads, right?
again,
I know it's like
let's snuggle up.
it was funny because last time when Michelle and I were sewing together, they were like, you guys are cut off. I'm like, that's the way that side camera does. It just shrinks everything. So unless you're literally sitting like head to head, we can't both fit. It's kind of an awkward thing, but
It's all
so
right.
I have half my face, and I do know that. I'm so sorry.
yeah.
It's my good side. I'm just
It's
kidding.
my good side.
I'm totally kidding.
It's
I don't have one of those, but
either.
anyway, so this is again sits on top of this bag, so you have access to all of your goodies, and there are pockets
Pockets.
galore.
I put all your scissors, your marking pens, everything.
And same guys on this, a little bit different size pockets.
This was supposed to be for rotary cutter in here.
Okay,
Was
I
the
don't
idea.
think I have one.
You
over
can
here.
make your pockets any size you want. This was just based upon what she recommended in the
But yeah,
pattern.
you know, you can,
and
I
then
don't want to hurt anything.
and there's a vinyl in the back, and that way it doesn't poke through when you
Yep,
have
so
your
you've
pointy
got,
scissors.
you can see inside
And this
there.
is the by Annie vinyl. So I know I taught another class that had a different vinyl, and that like stuck to someone's machine like crazy.
Mm.
This will not,
It has
because
that paper backing,
yeah,
doesn't
it comes with a paper backing with a Teflon coating. So it really just slides right through your machine. And with the paper backing, we can see it when we cut it, which is brilliant. It's hard to cut something clear.
Yes.
Again, it had a mesh pocket on the inside right here. And based upon feedback in class, I changed it to vinyl. I like it better in vinyl.
Much better.
I
mean,
think
trying to put a pair of scissors in a mesh pocket,
right.
It doesn't work very
well. No, it doesn't work. And
just,
stuff pokes through, and then your other stuff.
And then you can't get it out. You can't get it in. You can't get it out.
I just think it looks cleaner.
It does, for sure.
It has a very clean look to it. And these little, I mean, I put all my marking tools in there. I go to class.
You know, your pen.
I'm ready to go.
I got one of those. Hang on. I got a pen. We can put a pen in there. You know, you got literally spots for everything.
Because when I go to class, I take like 10 different marking tools, because I'm like,
you never know what you're in here.
I'm a notions nut. If there's a
but
notion,
it's all in here, so you don't
it.
even have to plan. You just grab your case and you're ready.
I grab my case and I go. Some people make two, because then they have one for sewing and one for embroidery, because it's different.
You do have different tools for sure.
Different tools. So I've seen that a lot, to make two, and the zipper goes all the way around. I did change this to 3 classes, because this zipper and binding are just a little fussy to put in. And it is a technique she uses in quite a few bags. But boy, look how nice that looks when it's zipped. And yours will be real fat with products and stuff. But that zipper and binding, it was kind of being fussy when I put it on. And I thought, I need a class for that. So we did make this kind of a 3-part class.
Yep.
You know, come spend Tuesdays with me. We go to lunch, we chit chat and talk. There's always laughing in the class.
Everybody will know everybody's pets and children. And
oh, pets, children, hobbies, where you work, where
because
you
that's all.
tired.
What else you do while you're in the middle of, you know?
I love to ask people, what do you watch while you're sewing? That's always a really fun topic.
What's the best one out right now? What's your new favorite?
I tend to watch true crime drama. It creeps out my husband, because I sew in our bedroom. He's like, I can't sleep with that on, you know.
So I don't do horror, scary films.
I don't.
I just don't like them.
But
I can watch
crime.
anything about true crime, serial killers, and it doesn't faze me in the slightest.
It's so
and this is true things that happen.
Yeah.
That have nope. I have no problem with that.
I sit there and go, oh, I bet it's arsenic. Oh, I bet it's
try to solve it before the end,
absolutely.
right? Absolutely. So anyways,
these 2 bags are really, really fun.
And they go together, which is great. You can take them both to a class and then use them together. So you have a stand that holds this one as you're sewing. You have quick access.
And they pack nicely too when you're packing for class with this long handle. It just packs really nice too. And I take them everywhere. My set when I go to class, and I think I made enough mistakes over the years that I can share those with you, so you don't make them. You know, we make the mistakes, so you don't have to.
Yes, that's my tagline.
That's
isn't it?
what we do.
That's my tagline.
That's what we do. You know, that is the truth.
It really is. You know, when we're doing our samples and whatnot, sometimes
I get overconfident with, I don't need to read that. Oh, yes, I did.
And the funny thing is, you know, it's not like their way doesn't work when you're reading instructions, because obviously that's how they created it.
Great.
But that doesn't mean that's your favorite way to do it. Or maybe you have found a tip that they didn't know about, or whatever it happens to be. So when we make those samples, we're like, okay, do this. Exactly. Or, you know, that kind of thing. We really prefer this. And if you want to ignore our tip and follow their, hey,
that's right.
You know, it's your project. You can certainly do whatever, but that's kind of the point of taking the class, right?
You learn you learn all kinds. I always say, you don't have to cut the way I do, but this is how I cut to get accurate cuts.
There you go.
And I find my embroiderers don't really like to cut a lot, because the machine cuts for them.
Yeah, we are very, why do I have to do that?
Exactly. So
this is, again, look at this great.
Oh, look at the graphics.
It's just so cute. The little arrows pointing to the bag.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
It's so stinking cute. So this is $129. Again, it comes with everything, the patterns, Jan, all of the vinyls, the adjustments you will write in to your pattern as you go through. So she'll say, write this down, go here, write this down. So any of those tips and tricks, you will add directly into your pattern. So it's not like you have to then find a random piece of paper that you wrote things down on or whatnot.
No.
We'll put them right in there. So again, we've got some really cute photos here. You can see it sitting on top of the coordinating bag.
Ronnie.
I know he did such a great job.
Really
and
did.
then again, as she mentioned, these are
Woo,
okay.
Three-part class.
Sleep would have been super helpful. All right, we have March 24th, March 31st, and April 7th. All 3 classes will be 10:30 to 3:30. Obviously, if you get done early, you get out early.
Or if you need some other hints,
you know, or you can hang out and talk about random things. So it literally includes everything that you need. And these adorable prints will be super eye-catching sitting on your table with all of your friends at retreat or wherever you're at.
I changed all the labels because it's a 2-color bag and Bianni has it as a 3-color bag. I felt the 2-color was more eye-catching. So I completely redid the labels completely. And there were no cutting guides. I know my students really like cutting guides. So I completely drew cutting guides. For a class I've taught 4 times, I've like completely redone my whole way to teach this bag. So it'll be a lot of fun. We always have a good time in class.
Absolutely. I mean, that truly is still my favorite thing about this entire place is teaching. It's just such a joy watching people in their faces as they're creating things, or even if it's just a machine lesson, doesn't matter what it is, but that joy on people's face when they get something or they make something, it's just so fun to be a part of that. So it's always
people put their zipper in. They're like, "Oh, I put a zipper in." I'm like, "Congratulations!" We all clap and cheer.
It's kind of like, have you seen my pillow?
Have you seen my pillow?
Have you seen my pillow? You know, there's always something that'll come out of every class that, you know, you'll meet somebody and somebody will be like, "Hey, remember that?"
Yeah, exactly. And you'll always just be so proud taking them everywhere you go. I did make a set for a friend that's an artist, and she has all of her drawing
the different tools
that she uses for sketching, and then all of her supplies in the bag. And she takes that everywhere.
I can see this being great for like crochet hooks and like your little stitch markers and all, you know, you've got pockets for everything.
You do.
I mean, truly, you can use this for any type of crafting, or even, I mean, I suppose if you really wanted it to be makeup and whatnot, that you could have makeup brushes and
you absolutely could.
I mean, you can use it literally however you would like. So
yes.
And if you don't plan to necessarily use it for sewing purposes, you don't have to do, even if you have an embroidery machine, you don't have to use those quilting patterns. You could just quilt regular sewing, you know, diamonds or whatever it is that is your thing.
Yeah, or throw it in the embroidery machine for whatever built-in quilting.
Let it do that for you.
Let it do its thing. I've seen a lot of people put like quilt blocks, like you'll have rogue quilt blocks on their pockets that they want to use them up.
You know, maybe your Valentine.
Valentine may not fit.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just teasing. It's a rogue block. That's all I was going with, you know.
But yeah, sign up for class. We always have a good time. I always have a great group. And
don't put that there.
Yeah, come on in.
Heck yeah.
It's a fun place. If you've not met Ronnie, he's the guy with the biggest smile.
Yeah, you walk in the door and
he just lights up.
He does. It's fantastic.
He's just so funny and so nice and really great to work with.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, he's doing a great job with all of the online stuff. I know how to do it.
Not that I want to do it.
And I don't necessarily mind doing it, but I'm not as creative with the artwork, and he's super fast. In addition to making it look great, he's not taking days and days to do it.
Exactly.
Which is great. So it's fun to see all the stuff and their growth in here too, because they're becoming much more comfortable, and so they're you know, finding their groove and that kind of thing is always fun. So so this time around we don't have a ton of kits because of material what was on the bolts. So
which is no
we
problem.
do have that limited here, but we do actually have some leftover kits from her previous class. And I just thought we would throw those out here real quick, just in case you missed the last time Jan was here with me. we did
Clover pouch.
the plover pouch, which has
another one
a
somewhere.
vinyl, leather, whatever you choose to put in there, base and edging, a beautiful zipper, and
again, it's a complete kit. All your hardware.
mesh pocket. No, I'm just kidding.
There is mesh in there. You can sub out
You can
fabric.
sub that something else in there if you would like.
There's
I just
probably
had to
enough.
laugh
It's so
because
funny.
it's funny because when I saw this, I was like, oh, I wonder, I'd really like to make that, but I'm not putting mesh in there.
Yeah, you
It
can.
was just like the first thing that popped in my head. I'm not putting mesh in there.
I think that's where that conversation came from, was this class.
Yes,
Do we have
it
to
was
do
probably.
mesh?
Do I need to have really have to
Yeah.
put mesh in there? You know, and it's just a choice. Some people love it. You know, it just
people love it, yeah.
depends on what you're putting in there. Is
There's a
really
place
what it
for it.
comes to. Is
Mhm.
how you're going to use that. You know, so lots of different things there. But this little guy has the pattern. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Michelle. It comes in 3 sizes in the pattern. Our kits come with that pattern.
Not sure where the third one is. It's somewhere.
Probably on the floor.
Oh, it is on the floor.
I was gonna say I brought it over here. It must have fallen off. So we do still have kits to make this. I believe our leather is black in the kit.
I believe it's black.
So at the time of the class, we had a choice. You could choose the different colors of leather, and then we pre-made kits.
Right.
And filled in the leathers as it went, and then we had black left over. So black is what's in the kits that I have.
Burgundy was no longer available.
Yeah, unfortunately. So we
Yes.
had to make some. Again, kits are hard sometimes, you know. And then
Products come in and out.
You make them, and then you're like, crap, I can only make 5, or I can only make 8.
Exactly.
And then you make 8, and you have 5 people sign up, and you have leftover kits.
Exactly.
You just never know.
We
So
never
we
know.
do have leftover kits for these cute little guys here.
This is actually the purse I carry. I just added straps.
You just added
to
a
it.
strap to it. Mhm.
It's super cute.
Absolutely.
I put a
You
little
can use
pocket
these
on the
however you want.
front.
Yeah. Personalize it as you want, for sure. So this is going to make the
Could be
medium bag.
My medicine bag when I travel. Yeah.
Oh, good God. That might be a big one. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I'm in front of my bathroom sink.
Exactly. Good Lord.
It's like 20-minute process every morning to get
Exactly.
everything. Anyway, sorry.
We digress.
We have 3 sizes in the pattern itself. The kits are going to make the medium size.
Medium or small. Yeah.
Or small, of course.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty to do the small, but you have enough to do the medium. Those we are going to let go for $49.95. Again, it has the pattern, which the pattern alone
This
is
is
like
canvas.
$15, plus all of the
Absolutely.
materials, and they're only going to be $49.95. I haven't put that in the computer yet, so don't go there yet, but give me like an hour and I'll get that taken care of. So we have this cute little guy. I'll just put that right there so you can see. It's got it's actually denim, a
It is
lightweight denim.
A lightweight denim, so it's
Which
a little more durable.
is really cool.
really
Really cool.
Oh, and it comes with a product called Decaville.
Decaville.
So it's going to be soft and stable, squishy, like foam. And Decaville is like if we squished the foam, and it also has glue on each side too.
It does, and it fuses
It's really nice.
beautiful.
Fuses beautifully.
Oh wow! I used that to make my picture frame for my tile scene that I just finished. And I was worried that the weight of it, my fabric would sink. You know, it wouldn't sit up pretty.
No.
And I was like, hey, I have Decaville in my office. I wonder how that would work.
It's really
oh
nice.
my gosh, it was fantastic. So I
Yeah.
have a nice firm border,
right,
is all it is, but it makes it look more like a picture frame.
Really does.
And then I just bound the edge of that, so it turned out great. So Decaville's a great product.
Great
for sure.
product. That is a noodle head pattern, and she's out of Wisconsin, and it is just I normally use Decaville with the noodle head patterns just because it's just a different product, and it just works with the pattern because we're not normally quilting it as much.
Right.
And it just turns out it's a great product.
So
Everybody was impressed with it.
One of the things you will generally note when you're going from one vendor to another pattern writer, I guess, not
Pattern
vendors
writer.
per se,
Mhm.
is quilted or non-quilted, because that is like a theme of a lot of their
It
bags.
is.
So it's like if they quilt one, they usually quilt everything they make.
Correct.
If they don't quilt it, they don't quilt anything they make. So it's kind of a what kind do you like? And so that's one
Exactly.
of those big differences when you're choosing patterns,
Mhm.
is who's writing it and what their habits are.
It is. Like Soft and Stable is by Annie's trademark, her product. She developed it. That is her product, and she writes patterns for that product. But the noodle head patterns, you can use other products. It's just the Decaville gives it like a contemporary look, a little more modern look. A little more of a purse. I don't
I
like
think
a
it's
puffy
slightly more
purse.
sophisticated
Little more.
versus crafty.
I would not use Decaville in a bianni pattern. Again, it's not going to work with the quilting. You're not going to get the same result.
No.
And bianni patterns are like puzzles. They have to go together exactly. And noodle head, we have a little more flexibility. It's just a different pattern writer, just a different way. She is an actual garment. She makes garments. So this is kind of from the garment industry, where Annie is an actual quilter.
Yep.
So her bags come from that mindset.
Which is where that comes from. Absolutely. And that's where they're coming from when they are creating.
Yeah, it's not
That's all it is.
Good or better. It's just different.
Not at all.
We do have another class coming up with a noodle head. We're waiting on the product, the fabric to come in.
Fabric is not supposed to come in until mid-March.
Right.
So once we get the sample, then we'll talk about that one.
I will put that together as quick as I can.
That. It's actually, that's really cute. I'm very excited about that one.
I'm very excited.
That one's going to be really cute.
And again, we're going to pull the mesh out of that one and do something different inside.
Yep.
Based upon the class.
Yep.
But again, it's a little bit of a canvas. It gives a little more durability to it.
Yeah.
So when you use a canvas, you do have to have a thicker binding. So it's part of the reason I had to rewrite everything in the bianni. Just it's a little thicker to work with.
For sure.
Oh, and by the way, I do use 9014 needles. Please bring in 9014 jeans needles. Jeans or Microtex. We do have them here.
Yep.
So, and then this bag.
This one is so cute.
This is like the greatest overnight bag. Or a gym bag.
So I'm just going to scooch back a little, back it up. We have short handles here.
Again, the denim.
We have the leather pocket and base or vinyl, whatever you would like to call that. Yeah. Again, our sample is done in the burgundy. I believe all of the kits we have left because we're able to get the black. Everything's black, as is our strapping. So
really nice strapping.
It's great. I really like that. And then we have the shoulder strap as well.
Yep.
And the lining in here, I just love this. It goes so well. It's got just the cute little polka dots. And you do have pockets inside as well. But like you were saying, an overnight bag, you could put a padded piece in here, have this be your office bag with your computer. And you could add a padded pocket. It's plenty big enough to hold. And this one comes with 2 sizes, correct?
Yes.
In the pattern. So this is the large size.
Right.
Our kits are enough to make.
You can make the large size with a cloth base.
Yep.
But somebody sent the wrong dimensions to cut the base. That would be me. And
but that's okay.
But that's okay.
We made it work. But you can either make the smaller size with the vinyl that is in the bag. Or you can make it with the cloth base and make the larger size and have there's plenty to do the pocket in the leather.
And I even added the small one because when we were in class, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, you added little
fabric.
To the edges. You just made a little designer base.
I just took some of the scrap fabric and just
made it bigger,
frame around it, and
it looked really cute actually.
It's really cute.
So this is the Oxbow tote. The original class was like $170 or something like that. It was up there.
It was up there.
With all of those materials. So do you think that's a good number?
I think it's a great number.
We're going to let these kits go for $99.95. Again, all of the materials. There's actually enough denim in here to make.
You could make the large.
You could make 2 bags. I think it's too small. I forget. There's plenty extra because it was a taller bolt.
Not 45.
And again, nobody paid attention to that. So we cut yardage and you have 18 extra inches of fabric all the way across that. So plenty of fabric in there to play with. So this is also denim, but it's a different print. So you have the 2 different prints.
And then the Decaville's in it also.
And the Decaville is in there. You can feel it. I mean, these stand up on their own. I mean, they are not wimpy.
No.
By any stretch. It's a really nice feel.
So part of the price is that Decaville. The Decaville is a little pricier.
Yep.
But if you're going to spend this much time making a bag,
you want it to last and work.
You want excellent product.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then the hardware, we got in top of the line hardware. We really make the kits and the bags try to be as nice.
And for that one, the strapping's absolutely. It's got a embossed diamonds
It's like a weave. Yeah.
and whatever it is. It's beautiful. The strapping is just, it adds a lot.
Mhm.
It doesn't have a print in it. Like there's not multicolors. It's solid black,
Yeah.
but it's just very classy
Like
with
a tone on
the,
tone
Mhm,
print. Do
it's
you wanna
really
put it
nice.
under the camera.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
So it's again, it's black.
Mhm.
Let's see. I switched all of my, I changed all of the buttons. Let's go this way. Dun, 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 dun. So you can see that embossed print that's going through that. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's really a nice, yeah,
And
very
again,
sturdy.
the kits that we have are the denim and the black
Yes.
vinyl and black strapping. It is not burgundy, just for clarification of all of that. So this is I really want to make this. I did a bag like a freaking hole in the head, but this was like when I saw
Oh,
these,
yeah.
when I saw these, I was like, I want to partake in that. But
Kidding, I made 53 bags last year. My son had a friend stop over. Him and a friend stopped over Saturday. I said,
Mhm.
I got a couple bags that need to be adopted. So she left with 2 bags. Anybody that comes to my house, I will probably have something for you. So, because my closets are full.
Yeah. Well, before I started working here, I worked at Vera Bradley.
Oh, so you had the bags. Yeah.
I have a few bags.
Yeah.
And I've always been a purse nut. So, I mean, even as a child, I had
Mhm.
purses in all the different colors and, bless you, Mom, raised me to match my shoes and my purse and, the whole thing. And belt, if you're wearing it, should also coordinate.
Absolutely.
And so I would have all these.
I'm going to check Mary's outfit
All
next
the,
time.
and she changes her purse religiously with whatever she's wearing. It's fantastic. It's absolutely great. I'm not as good at it as she is. I used to be great. I don't have time for that anymore. I honestly, I'm like, oh, I don't want to change my purse. I'll just wear black today.
Oh my God.
Seriously, I'm dead serious. I will
even
literally
think of
dress
that.
based on what purse I have ready to go.
Wow. I don't even think of that.
Because I have a lot of brown things, and I have a great brown purse that I could switch to, but it's totally different size. So I have to pick and choose what I can put in it. And so I have to think about these things.
Now I do test out all my patterns. They go through my children. And if anybody's going to hurt something, it will be them. And I do test out all of my patterns. So they have been through my kids' friends. And I'm like, you can have this bag, but you got to tell me how you used it and if you had any problems with it. So, and they're getting really good about, oh, I didn't like that zipper or things like that. But now I've kind of been, I got it as products get more available.
Yeah.
Better and better products. So yeah, we'll have fun in class. Come on in.
Absolutely.
And if you've made something for show and tell, speaking of, I'm almost done with my happy place.
Hey.
It kind of got put on the back burner a little bit. And that was my New Year's resolution.
Gonna work on that.
I'm almost done.
Mine is on my quilt ladder in my family room. So I get to look at that.
Gorgeous.
And I folded it so that the Lisa's sewing room is what sits out. So yeah, it's not in my sewing room, but I mean, it's honestly a quilt that you could use.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's not just a wall quilt per se.
And that was what year did you do that the first year? Do you remember? Is it 22?
21 or 22. And then we ran it again. And Sarah just did the second one. I didn't do it with her because we already had everything.
You already had everything.
Everything was there. So she just ran it the second time by herself.
Yeah, it was a beautiful quilt. So
obviously different color fabrics because fabrics change in a year. You can't get the same things, but so there were some substituted fabrics the second time around. But yeah, that was a great thing. I have so many things like sample, like patterns, and okay, I want to do a class for this, and okay, I want to do a class with that. I have just piles of things that I want to do, but the reality of making them happen
it's hard. It takes me, a while because samples have to be absolutely perfect. So it does take a while to get classes together. That's why this was a little late. But yeah, it'll be fun. I have great plans for fall. My little creative brain has been going overtime.
So it's fun when you just have to remember to write this stuff down because because
come June I'll be like, oh, I want to be outside.
Yeah, I had this whole list in my head of things that I wanted to do. And I woke up it was one of those 4 a.m. things. You're like, oh, no. So I grabbed my phone and I hit the whatever button, make me a list and I read off all of the things. And when I looked at it, it only had I don't know, half of the things that I said. It lost track because I went too long, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then I couldn't remember what the other things
were. Exactly. It is the truth. Yes, it is very much the truth. I do keep things written down. I have sticky notes all over my sewing area. So, and I have a little Leabu category of teaching. So, and then Leabu things I want to learn. Yes. Yes.
My problem is I have like 12 million lists and they're not
I
all in one
know.
place
Yeah.
and they all have different things on them. So it's like, okay. And I've tried to do personal lists and then I just like, I have to blend them because
You have to
otherwise
blend them.
nothing happens.
Yes.
It just doesn't work for anything. All right. We are definitely starting to ramble. So I don't see any questions popping up. So I do think that we have, I know lots of hellos and whatnot. And yes, absolutely great bags. Love that. And we are definitely excited and looking forward to classes that are coming up. Tucker also has some software classes. There is, I believe, one spot left for tomorrow's lettering class. That is for PE or Palette 10 or 11. Either one of those you can pop into class. This is going to be lettering, how to play with it, how to create it, how to change from the different types, all of that good stuff.
She's brilliant.
She really does a great job. And the wonderful thing is that is the software she works in every day. So that is her go-to.
Yeah.
I work in multitudes. So I'm good at lots of things, but I'm not great because I go all over the place, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
she's
absolutely.
great because this is the only thing that she uses. So she knows all the ins and outs, which is great. So that is tomorrow. There's one spot left, 11 to 1 tomorrow. And then
her classes fill up as soon as
they generally do. Yes, absolutely. It's cute because it's like she has a following. It's like the same groups come. It's great. I love it. And then she is doing digitizing, which is a month long. It's 4 weeks in a row. And intro to digitizing, or she calls it boot camp, I think. Digitizing boot camp. And she works you hard, just like boot camp. And you will learn so much. It's fantastic. That's in April. So it's all the Wednesdays in April, I believe.
Yes. I'm a Tuesday instructor. So I'm always here on Tuesday.
Yeah. So that is what's happening and coming up. So you can check out all of those things. I certainly appreciate all of you joining us. So I will see you next time. I do have, thanks to Mom again. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
She prepped some of that home sewn for me so I can do a home sewn stitch out and then finish the tile scene and show you how all that goes together and finishes out. So that's what I'm planning to do next week. So happy embroidery month still. And we're going to do that fun thing next week. And home sewn should be coming out very soon. It is very cute. I'm very excited. It's different. And for all of you that hate doing borders, and there's a million borders on like every Kimberbell project ever, there's no borders on these. So they actually go together super quick and they're fun pieces to stitch. So that's what we're going to be doing next time. Thanks so much for joining and we will see you then. And thank you for joining me today.
No problem.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.